Hey there guys, Raj here, back again, this time with a fragrance review on a fragrance from the house of Maison Margiela, which used to be called Maison Margiela, and they have a series of fragrances called the Replica Collection. This particular one, which I've been working off a sample, is called By the Fireplace. So By the Fireplace is an eau de toilette, and this is technically is a designer brand. They make clothes, but their line of fragrances are kind of similar to like maybe a Comme des Garçons in terms of the fact that they're trying to be a bit more original or try to do things a little bit more different and not trying to follow the mainstream crowd. So I think that's good. Price is 100 ml is going to cost you around £95. You may be able to get it cheaper. I haven't actually seen it cheaper, but you probably would be able to. So By the Fireplace is, as the name suggests, supposed to be this like cozy, warming fragrance. On their website, I've just got the link. I've got the website in front of me. You know, they're talking about being in a sort of wintry landscape, and the snow has set outside, and there's like mountains outside, while you're indoors by the fireplace. So I kind of like this idea of it being like this cozy winter fragrance. The notes for this one, in the top there's pink pepper and orange flower and also clove. In the middle there is this chestnut accord, which is kind of interesting. Gaïac wood, cade, and in the base notes there is vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmeran, which is like basically a synthetic molecule, basically. So By the Fireplace got to the end of this. I don't know, it's probably like 1.5 ml sample. It's my scent of the day today, and it's a fragrance that lasts really a good amount of time. Probably got around 10 hours or so. There were times actually when I picked this up on my skin the following day, which is always a good sign. Projection, it is quite strong in the opening few hours, and I didn't really spray a huge amount of this fragrance on, because if you spray it too much, the fragrance becomes too much and it becomes a little bit too cloying. This has some sweet elements in the fragrance. It's sweet and smoky is the most simple way to dissect it, but spray on a little bit, too many sprays, and the sweetness is gonna get a little bit overwhelming. So performance was pretty good. Yeah, I do feel like this is a cold weather fragrance, a cool weather fragrance. It's a better option. I feel it's very much unisex. I don't see any reason why a man or a woman couldn't wear it. And yeah, I think actually overall I quite like this fragrance. I think it's really good. I think it's very creative, nicely put together, and it's quite a balanced fragrance. And I think it pretty much achieves what it's trying to do, create this very cozy, warming fragrance. So when I first sprayed this on, and I've had this fragrance on for probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. And it is now settling into this very, very warm, oily, kind of black pepper / clove, woody gaïac feel, mixed in with this like smokiness coming from maybe like a chestnuts not burning, but chestnuts like being warmed or cooked in the oven, and you peel back the skin and you get the kind of sweet nut in the center. Kind of reminds me of Christmas time. It feels like a very Christmassy type fragrance. I really like roasted chestnuts. Cade oil is very interesting. It's a wood which I think is like similar in the same family of like the juniper berry or something like that. So it has a very smoky, woody, almost smoky, grassy type feeling. L'Occitane have a pretty good fragrance called Cade. And they have it in a shaving cream and shower gel and all of that. So that's a pretty good fragrance. And yeah, the smokiness coming from the gaïac and coming from the clove, and I get a bit of black pepper, and then is kind of like it contrasts against the sweeter notes like the vanilla and maybe this warm chestnut accord, and I kind of get like it's kind of like a smooth, it's almost like, I want to say bubblegummy almost, but not like a cinnamon bubblegum almost, but not too sweet and not too childish. So you've got these smoky notes contrasting against the sweeter notes, but actually blending together really nicely to complement them quite well. There is kind of like a smoky birch type feeling, or a kind of burning wood type feeling there, or maybe, you know, you've been roasting marshmallows on a fire and that fire is just starting to settle, and something like that. I think it's quite an evocative fragrance. I think it's creative. I think it's really nicely done. It lasts a long time. For some reason, you know, I was expecting to get some compliments with this fragrance. Now, I was only wearing a 1.5 ml sample, so I don't know, I can probably get like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 good decent amount of wearings out of this. So not a huge amount, you know, but I kind of felt like a couple of people would have mentioned they liked it, because I do feel it's one of those that can be quite crowd pleasing, in the same way that Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt has that kind of boozy sweetness. This has that kind of burning, woody, marshmallowy, chestnut, smoky accord, and I think it is actually mass appealing, but I didn't get any compliments myself, you know, not a big deal. So overall, definitely worth checking out. I think actually now they're called Maison Margiela, is a house in terms of fragrances that is worth checking out. Also, they always have something interesting, and I think I need to delve into this house a little bit more. So, final rating, I'm going to go high, or fairly high. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. And over to you guys. I'm keen to know, have you tried this? Do you like it? Do you like the sound of it if you haven't tried it? And what about other ones from this brand? You know, which ones do you like if you have tried any of them? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like this video and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram page, and leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.